Some of the most emotional animal moments are sure to melt even the coldest of hearts. Let us take a look. 1. Rescue dog gets reunited with her pups. A mother dog had just given birth to a handful of puppies when the entire family was rescued together by an animal shelter. However, the dogs were all separated from one another for vaccinations, etc. The mama dog showed clear signs of anxiety and depression as she had no clue where her little pups went. She stayed in a corner, making no sound and drawing no attention to itself. She did not interact with her caretakers or respond to food either. She could not eat or sleep. The caretaker then brought in all her pups and showed them to her one by one. Finally, the mama dog stands up slowly as its eyes glimmer with curiosity. She takes a few minutes to process that all her pups are safe, and then she runs towards them happily. The pups are also excited to go back to their mother, and the story has one big happy ending as the family is back together again. They might even have gotten adopted altogether. 2. Mama bear proudly shows her kids to her friend. A mama bear emerges from the woods and waits. She has just given birth to her 2 little cubs, and she is excited for them to meet her friend. The cubs follows hers as they go towards the patio of a house right outside the woods. For any person, opening your door and seeing a bear and her children might be a terrifying or confusing sight. However, this does not seem to be the case with the house owner, as the mama bear waits patiently for him to arrive. It is clear that she just wants her first litter of cubs to meet their human friends. The clip was posted by a YouTuber named Patrick Conley, who lives in the house. The mama bear is called Simone, and she never shows any kinds of aggressions towards people living in the house. She politely shows off her children and then walks away. It is truly amazing how the bear chose to trust the people of the house with her first ever litter. It reflects on the emotional bond between them, which is very rare for a fearsome and strong creature like the bear. 3. Stray cat feels humans' love for the first time. Who said cats are callous beings that would prefer being left alone? This ginger cat is sure to melt the hearts of even dog lovers with its behavior. A man establishes a friendship with this stray cat and gives him some cozy rubs. The cat is very fascinated with the first human it has met and goes in for a solid hug. It then climbs onto his arms and positions itself for a proper embrace, as the man and the cat becomes new best friend for life. The man seems to know his way around cats as another cat waits near his leg, excited for his new feline friend. The man then takes both to his humble abode as the 2 cats become new troublemakers. 4. Mama deer shows gratitude to a man who saved her child. A baby deer cub is stuck between the narrow bars of a gate. This is not a rare occurrence. Deers are known for getting themselves stuck in unforeseen places due to their playful nature. This is even more common with baby deers who are growing up, as they often miscalculate their own body mass. The deer cub is unable to come out to the other side or go backwards, and the mama deer stands by helpless. Finally, a compassionate human comes along and helps the deer tilt itself until it is set free. The deer cub runs to its mother out of pure instinct, and as both mom and child walk back to the woods, the mama deer turns back to the human and moves its head. Maybe that is thank you in the animal kingdom. Needless to say, he became a hero to the deer community in the nearby woods. 5. Bull follows his lover to save her. A love story better than Romeo and Juliet indeed. Animals are not always savage when it comes to mating apparently. This bull ran behind a farmer's jeep with the cow he loved. The bull and the cow had spent years together like lovers in the same barn. The farmer had decided to sell the cow and separate the relationship between the cow and the bull. He loaded the cow onto a jeep and was on his way to the market where he could auction the cow off. The bull did not give up and ran behind the jeep until people noticed and asked the farmer to keep them together. The bull, known for its aggressive behavior, did not behave angrily at all. Instead, he patiently stood next to the farmer and the cow with its head turned towards the cow, as a way to beg for her release. Finally, the farmer gave in and decided not to sell the cow. Touched by the bull's perseverance, the people of the village decided to hold a proper wedding for the couple in a ritualistic fashion. The bull and the cow now have their happily ever after. 6. Dog runs to meet his best friend cow. In an unlikely scenario, a dog and a cow had grown up together and formed a tight bond, spending the whole day together. However, their owner unfortunately had to sell the cow to a neighbor for unknown reasons. The dog was extremely unhappy and had tearful eyes. Both animals lived a very secluded life in their new homes without their friend. However, the dog did not give up. Instead, the small but elegant canine ran all around the neighborhood, barking and barking until it heard a very familiar moo. It found its best friend in a different barn. Luckily, the barn was not too far from the cow's old house. Now the dog runs to meet his friend daily, and they spend all their time playing together. The friendship between animals is indeed a thing of beauty, for the bond is stronger beyond words and verbal communication. 7. Dog melts after reuniting with owner. Dogs are man's best friend indeed. In this clip, a dog reunites with his mom after years. As the woman goes towards the dog comes out of its carriage box. It sees its mom and runs towards her, locking her in a tight embrace. The dog and the woman both melt in joy and neither wishes to let go. It keeps hugging the woman and is almost on the verge of crying out of pure joy. The two are deeply connected to each other, and this type of connections is more valuable than money can count. There are many such heartwarming clips of missing dogs who come back to their owner after years of separations. Dogs do have a powerful memory despite their age. It is safe to say that the woman and the dog never separated from each other ever again. 8. Dog saves baby bird from lake. And the dog strikes yet again in our last clip. A dog swims back to its owner in a lake as the owner cheers him on. You might think the dog is just taking swimming lessons like a normal dog. However, he seems to be holding something in his mouth as he swims back to the land. He then opens his mouth and drops what he is holding. We can see it is a frail little baby nightingale. It brought the bird back in its mouth, holding it very gently above the water. The bird was drowning in the lake as it could not swim, and the dog decided to be the hero of the day. He carried it back with just enough pressure to avoid dropping the bird back into the water, but also not too much pressure so as to bite it without realizing. Dogs are one of the most sympathetic animals on the planet. Which one of these touched your hearts the most? Let us know in the comments down below. And make sure to like and subscribe for more.